Hi, my name is Hayden Pedigo. The song I just played is called Tints of Morning. It's from my new record, Letting Go, I just put out recently, which is a collection of fingerstyle picking guitar songs I wrote. This piece in particular is kind of weird because I wrote it on a little Yamaha classical, I think in the 70s or 80s, and it was like a little cheapy, junky one, bad action, doesn't stay in tune. But when I wrote that piece, it was kind of weird because the little motif of like that thing was like a little pattern I was goofing around with, and it kind of like it had like a borderline cheesy like wedding procession, wedding march thing that like I thought it was pretty, but there's something like borderline schmaltzy, corny about it when I was doing it. But I kept getting focused on just that. And there's almost a part of it that feels like something you've heard a million times. There's something really familiar about it that I guess I kind of like grew attached to. So I slowly played that for a few weeks, just caught up on that piece and just kept practicing and practicing on this little cheap guitar. But I was having trouble making a song out of it. So I kind of reached this point where I was just going, like having those two little parts, it was kind of the bridge where I was able to make a song out of it, where I was able to take the initial little part and then mix it into a different picking pattern, because they both have the different style of picking, because there's the, which doesn't use the typical double like bass thumb thing. But then once I get to the part where I'm going, that goes into the picking that's like in a lot of my songs. So I kind of like the idea of having the two parts go in and out of each other, and then it ends going back to the initial like motif that starts the song. This guitar in particular, it's a Blue Ridge, I think it's a Blue Ridge BG60, I think is the model. It's a fantastic guitar, like incredible guitar. And the thing that's interesting is these, I believe, are made in China. Yeah, a Blue Ridge BG60 made in China. I got it, I think 8 years ago. I got it at a guitar store used for about $300, and it's been my main acoustic ever since. And the funny thing was, when I got my first advance from a record label, I told myself, I'm done with the Blue Ridge, I've outgrown it, I'm gonna go get a Martin. And I went down to the guitar store and grabbed a Martin D whatever, like a D25, and played on it for a little bit, and it didn't sound different enough for me to feel like it was worth changing. And it's like, I realized this Blue Ridge has just been such a solid guitar. Like, it really does everything in one. It has a really nice bass, but it also just has such a nice high end, like a very clear, trebly sound that I really look for in acoustics. I like really trebly, bright sounding guitars. But it kind of has a totally different feel being played on a steel string versus the nylon guitar I initially wrote it on. But it's I think it's a piece that rides a fine line of almost being corny. There's like this sentimental thing, especially when you're doing like the little like it's like, I mean, come on, it's like very, very sentimental. But I think with being like overly sentimental, I think Bill Frisell's somebody that I learned from, that sometimes it's okay to be completely blunt sentimental. As long as you like the notes you're playing and it sounds pretty to you, I think it's fun to just play things that feel corny. Like, it's been done a million times, but I just really like that sound. But again, the song's called Tints of Morning. It's on my new album Letting Go that just came out with the label Mexican Summer, and it's all very tranquil picking pieces. But I wanted to play this one today because this is the corniest, most heartfelt piece that I love a lot. But again, my name is Hayden Pedigo. Thank you so much.